Good morning and g'day, mate. Welcome back to Dyson Sphere with me, JD. In the last episode, we got a bunch of stuff done. This episode, we're going to have a few more things we're going to get done. But let's start with last episode. Let's orientate to north and we'll zoom in a little bit. So last episode, we managed to set up a little bit of temporary automation. I say temporary, knowing full well it's probably going to sit here till the end of the game. A little bit of, well, until we remove a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, it's going to sit here for a very long time. We did a little bit of automation right here. This little bit of automation let us finish building out a bit more of our workshop. So we managed to get planetary logistics towers automated, along with both the engine Mark 1, well, the logistics vessels and the logistics drones, along with the Mark II sorters and the Mark II belt. There's still a few things in here that I want to add. Obviously, I'd love to add both the interplanetary stations along with the... what is it? The gas giant orbital collector. I'd love to automate those as well. And tier 3 assemblers, which are all the way up here. I'd love to have them automated as well inside, you know, the what's left down here. There's not that much more I'd love to have automated, just a few things. But the other thing I did between episodes is, you remember our little solar, thing that was traveling around the map? Well, I finished it off. We brought it all the way around the map, and then I found out there was a base in the way, so we just took it north and ran it across the top of the base and back down to almost joining in. I was like 10 solar panels short. I couldn't be bothered going back to add 10 more solar panels. But now, if we click on a power pole, power is sorted, which means today's episode we need to break power. First thing I want to do is I want to add just a few more labs everywhere we possibly can and resume the research. That would be a smart idea. Can't make red science any taller, but we can probably make blue science taller. Yes, I want to max out our research. I want research ticking along as fast as possible because we have a lot of expensive research to do. I have, in the upgrades, I have 2 upgrades I'd really like to get, which is, well, super magnetic field generator. I'd love to get the 2 inventory capacity upgrades, 3 inventory capacity upgrades. Yes, I'd love to grab a little bit more inventory space. I can't get faster drones or anything else. The only thing I still can get in the upgrades for the mech is the Mecha Frame 5, which will let me move faster. But at the moment, and this is probably a key thing, I like it when my drones move a little bit faster than I do. So at the moment, my construction drones have a flight speed of 10 meters per second, and I have a movement of 10 meters per second. I really like it if the drones are a little bit faster, that way they can catch up to me. So they are the current research I want to do, and then the other research we desperately have to do is not that one, that one, which is going to upgrade the logistics vessels going between the planets, make them a little bit faster, and at the same time, we need to do not that one, queue is full. It's that one and that one, okay? But as you can see, these are fairly pricey research. So the labs are going to have some busy things they need to do. We're out of circuits. We're out of iron. Okay, we can solve this. So yeah, that's the plan for this episode is to do a bunch of research, at the same time add the last few things I want to have automated in here. Also, I need to look at oil, because oil is going to need some significant upgrades in the not too distant future. That belt can go away. We're going to need some of those, and probably some of those finally. And that should let me solve some problems. Okay, so we are going to use the upgrade. That belt. I'm actually going to take you and straighten you out. Right there. Add a curvy belt, because I should be able to add 3 more smelters in there, like so. and get a little bit more magnets. Not that I really need magnets, I need iron, but I should. And now we can have dead straight belts. I can now line up the dead straight belt. In theory there. And have a dead straight belt between A and B. Okay, not quite. Okay, maybe we're going to have to bring it out like that. Let's get rid of the power pole as well. We'll work out power after the fact. Okay. You failed. Can we get like that? Cool. Alright, I need to get power, power, power. At the same time, we'll just use our upgrade and upgrade that whole belt, plus that whole belt. And I know I said I'd do things during daytime, and it is anything but daytime at the moment, but we just got some more inventory space. And engines. No, you guys. You guys are not getting an iron fast enough. Can I use that one and just... Sure. You're not going to get stuff out fast enough. You know what? We'll just do that side as well. That should... Okay. We'll double them up. That should make those labs run at full speed. Okay. Whilst we're here, we are going to start working on science. On oil, rather. I want 10 and 12. Okay. Because I can put in a cut for this. What we need to do is we need to upgrade oil. At the moment, I'm bringing in 6 oil per second, running it through 12 refineries to make lots and lots of oil. I need to go more. Much more. If we fly out this general direction, we will find there is a oil there, an oil there, and an oil there. Which means a whole bunch of yellow belt. And I can bring that to here-ish, out of construction range. Really? I hate that part. And I know there's mods that can fix it. Trust me, I know there's mods that can fix it. That belt needs to go across the front. Sure. That belt needs to tag in there. I need some power poles, which we're going to put... This is one of the reasons it's handy to have wind turbines and solar panels spread out around the world. Because then power is never too far away. Power. No, that didn't reach. Power. Cool. Power. No, power. There we go. Okay, at this point we should have about 6 oil per second, because this does 2.2, this does 2.9, that does 2.8. We got way over 6, but 6 is good enough because we need to run. Oh, that one had oil as well. Where is that oil? Oil is over there. Okay, so we need to run up to go over solar. And like in this general direction. So yeah, I'm going to put in a giant oil belt all the way over to basically where our refineries start. Which means I'm going to put in the first cut of the episode because that's a lot of belt and the drones are still super slow. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so we have our oil belt ending over here. We have our oil refineries over here. The two definitely don't reach out one another. At the same time, I want to double our refineries. That's basically our process for today. We want to, at the moment we're making a full belt of refined oil, plus half a belt of hydrogen, which we're turning into half a belt of refined oil coming out this way, half a belt of refined oil going out that way, and taking our half a belt of hydrogen and turning it into a 3/4 belt of hydrogen. I need to up that. I need to up that a lot. I also need to... I know I need to do something here. I need to be able to prioritize. Okay, I need to remove that. We need to have you go up a level, come out the back of that, and then over, and then in. And then I need to have that go up a level and into there. Yes, because we're going to be using these splitters in a little bit to turn off cracking. Okay, another inventory capacity. Excellent. We're starting to be able to fit things. Oh, that's the other thing I desperately need to do. I need to put down a single assembler right about here. Give you a box. You need a box. Box. We need to have sorter in, sorter out. I don't have any titanium on me. Okay, I need you to make hydrogen fuel rods. Hydrogen fuel rods, really, really helpful. Very, very good at keeping Icarus powered. The catch is they cost titanium. Titanium is so much less of an issue now because, actually, I probably don't want. Let's just put half that. Because now I can import it directly. So we're going to just put some hydrogen in the box. It'll move the hydrogen here. We're going to put the titanium in the box because now I can import titanium. It's going to take the titanium, add some hydrogen, and then put the fuel rod back in here. The fuel rods have a lot more fuel than our graphene. This has 54 megajoules each compared to this having 6. Also, this has a fuel chamber rate of 50%, so we are making 2.1 megawatts when burning it. If I drop one of these bad boys in, they have a 200%, so now it's 4.2 megajoules, which means I can still charge, mostly, whilst flying. Okay, so, first thing we need to do, we need to extend oil. So, we need to put in just a tiny bit of landfill. If you're curious where I got the landfill from, between episodes, I went out to our ice planet, and I went and basically landfilled half the planet because it has a higher ground level than sea level, which meant I could grab some soil power from that planet. So yeah, we need to plug in 2 more belts in here. We need to take our oil belt, run it up to there, loop it back. So I can take these. We need the output belt placed down as well. So I know I can hook up all the sorters. And we need to go... space them out a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need all the belts built to here, please, bots. Done. That can all get disconnected. That can get disconnected. So, oil belt number 1 goes in there. And it's just going to loop back on itself. Power pole, power pole, power pole, power pole, power pole, and power pole. Okay. That and that have to be disconnected, which also means my other oil belt has to come in there, which is this oil belt, which means basically that and that go away. You're going to come out, and you're going to go to about there and straight in. You, sir, I'm going to use a proper belt for that one, and this one that we left all the way over here is also going to come in. Let's go with there. So at this point, I need to start using tier 2 belts to get the throughput I need to get all the oil through that little narrow spot. Really? Hurry up, bots. Because this will now support 12 items per second. Hence, we can double the refineries. It also means I need to double all the output belts and make sure they all run at full speed as well. God, so much oil in the inventory. Just burn it all. Okay, that small bit there. Done. Alright, so this belt is 2.1. This belt is 2.3, so we've got like a 4.5 at this point. This belt we already know is 6, because that's the speed that the belt's running at. So we've got 6 plus 4 is like 10. Plus we have this belt coming from over here, which has another 1.7 on it. So we should be, at this point, almost 12. Not quite, but you know what? We can fix that. We can grab that belt and we can tie that in there instead. There we go. Okay, so step number 1. Step number 2, upgrade that. Oh. No, it's already green belt. Okay, so upgrade that to green belt, upgrade that to green belt. Okay, so now we're going to have up to... Now I'm going to walk far enough that I can make sure that these are all upgraded. So we now have tier 2 belts coming into our 2 splitters. I'm going to need to... Technically, I don't have to upgrade that light oil belt because it's just not fast enough. But this hydrogen belt, I will need to upgrade. Lack of replacing items. Okay, great. We're going to go back to over here and burn more oil. Grab more T2 belt. Same time, all the T... Oh, some of the T1. Okay, grab more T2 belts. Come back over here, and we need to upgrade... Where are we? So, all of that, plus the other end. Plus we're going to have to upgrade... potentially that belt that feeds into the tanks. I need to upgrade that belt, and technically I don't have to upgrade this belt because at this point it splits into 2 6 belts. Actually no, I have to upgrade that one. So technically I don't have to upgrade these because it's 2 6 belts, but we're going to upgrade that anyway, and I'm definitely going to upgrade that one because I actually want you to prioritize that direction, I think. Yes, because we have a lot of acid. So I'm actually going to turn off the input for acid so we can drain the top tank. Because I don't need that much acid. I would much prefer to make... can we upgrade that belt as well? I'd much prefer to make the plastic and the crystal because we're going to start needing plastic and, well, plastic. A lot of plastic. In fact, we're actually going to go as far as turning off that buffer. And I'm going to have that buffer empty. Can I get 3 belts to start with? And then we'll tab. And just tie you in there. We want to empty that buffer back into the output of our organic crystals. So then the machines can't output, they'll back up, which also means because the organic crystal's backed up, the plastic machines can now output, and now we'll have plastic that goes in the box. Because we're going to need plastic for particle control technology. That's the one we need it for. So, the other thing we're going to need is graphene. Graphene, we're going to need a lot of graphene. So, I'm going to, whilst we're here, see our little graphene build? We're going to extend it. We're going to extend it by taking our acid belt. And we're just going to run that up to there. And hit tab, no. Hit R and turn it back upon itself right there. Ba-bump. At the same time, you actually need the coal. So we will put... Alright, we need to disconnect that there. I need to run a belt from there to there. Remove that wind turbine because obviously it was in the way. Oh really? I put the whole belt down the wrong direction. Okay. You go to there. And then you go to there. Cool. Alright. The coal belts. We're going to remove everything from there to there. I'm going to bring you from there to basically here, up enough tiles that it gets over the solar. The solar is going to keep getting in our way. But the idea is we've put down enough solar that as it gets in the way, I can rip it up fairly indiscriminately and it shouldn't hopefully affect us. Alright, I'm going to dump that You need to come out one more tile, do you? Yeah. One more tile. Tag that in there. Okay, so that should give us enough room to put down a whole bunch of chemical plants, which, of course, I definitely brought with me. Put that belt into there. That'll make more graphene. Can I give you the acid? And I can give you the acid. Alright, time for me to put in yet another cut so I can go over and grab some supplies and finish building that. But oil's up and running. We can actually look at the front of them and go, yep, every single oil machine is definitely running. We are now producing a whole lot more refined oil. Maybe? No. More. That tank is storing a little bit, not a lot. As for hydrogen, we have a full belt. No, we now have a half a green belt. So we have 6 hydrogen per second, which is flowing through here, turning from 6 into a lot more than 6. 9. Running this belt out here, which should be like a 3 or a 4. And then the rest is going to these tanks, because we need to do something with those tanks as well this episode. So, I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, a little bit of belt jiggery later. We now have the what is that called? Energetic graphene. Energetic graphene belt now has been rerun. So now we can get more graphite. Graphite, you need graphene to make graphite, yes. We can get some more of these up and running. Now, I will mention that I do have... I do have... If I zoom out too far... on this planet, we do have fire ice. Now, I have 250,000 fire ice. 250,000 fire ice. I can use that to make the advanced graphene recipe, okay? It's way more efficient, okay? I can bring over 2 fire ice to make 2 graphene. Super, super good. Means I don't have to burn acid and coal and all sorts of things. I'd love to, but I don't want to do it just yet. Not until we have warp capabilities. So if I use it all up, I don't have a production line that I can't use anymore. I want to be able to replace it, so to speak. Okay, so that's done. Graphene belt goes all the way across there, across the world. We still need that belt going across the world because it's feeding peak thingies over here. It also has to feed, which we haven't done yet, Mark II assembly machines. Haven't done that yet. The other thing it's going to need to do is the technology that we need for Purple Science is carbon nanotubes. Carbon nanotubes need graphene, plus they need titanium. Oh look, we have titanium right here. We just need some graphene. So what I'd like to do is I would like to... How many inputs do you have? Okay, so I'm going to run plastic into there. There's method in my madness, or madness in my method, one of the two. We're going to run the graphene belt into there. Which technically... means I can just fly the stuff across the planet now. Cool, we're just going to fly the stuff across the planet. That seems easier, way easier. That box is full. That box has got a little bit in it. Okay. We're gonna remove all that belt. Plus I'm gonna remove... That's too much belt. Okay, we're gonna land here. I'm gonna plug that into there. I didn't set the filter. Filter, graphene, remove that. And hopefully... No. There we go. Remove the whole belt now. Okay, I have a heap of graphene in my inventory. We're going to set that to lots. I'm going to pick all that up, put that in there, and then set it back to 100. Done. Okay. So, graphene is now moved across. One less problem I have to deal with. The bots can just fly that stuff across the planet because we fixed our power problem. Now, I still need to make the nanotubes. So the nanotubes are going to require graphene. Graphene, I can now, even though we're running into this tower, I can run it straight back out of this tower, like so. And I can run a belt, well, to there, before I run out of room. But hopefully that's enough room to put down the chemical plants that I need. Fill in that area. We're going to refer to the tech tree to look at the recipe because I don't have it unlocked. We just need graphene and titanium. Okay, well, the good news is somebody already imports titanium right here. So we can bring up titanium. Hey, drones are getting a little bit faster. Take the titanium, take that all the way along to there-ish. We can then take a chemical plant for sizing. No, things are in the way. Okay, so we can put a chemical plant there, take the output belt, and run it to there. Okay, grab that. Pop that down. I don't know which is input and output. Remove the recipe. Okay. We're going to remove that sorter, remove that sorter, and remove that sorter. That way I can make sure things are in the right order. In, out. You have no recipe at this stage because I don't have the recipe, so I can't select the recipe. We just need a few more belts to be built. And we can pop those in. So we're future-proofing ourselves for when we get this technology unlocked. Belt was a little bit short. Okay. Which also means power pole, power pole, power pole. I really wish they'd included the power poles in the drag and drop. I would definitely use that feature as often as possible. Just to hit tab the right amount of times till it all goes blue. And it's like, yep, you can definitely place stuff there and then go, okay, done. Alright, so that is that production line up and running once we unlock the tech. We don't have the tech yet. There's a few other researches I want to get done first, but we have the tech available when we get that far. Okay, next thing we need to do is we need to work out why blue science sucks. Is it an input problem? Is it an output problem? It is a not enough green circuits problem, which is caused by not enough iron problem, which is caused by I upgraded those, but I didn't fix the problem. Okay, to fix the problem. Remember on the other planet, all the way out there, we did get some iron. So now I can put down one of those. Bring tab number 1 out, which we are going to bring into here. We're going to side load it so it prioritizes the patch first. Set you to iron ore. I only want like 1100 or something. And nope, throw all the ships at the problem. Actually, we're going to put in some logistics drones as well, just so if I need to ship iron ore around, I can have one spot where we're bringing in and then use different ships to ship it out. We're going to put some vessels in there, and I'm also going to put in some vessels in there. That way, plastic is not running. Oh, they are gobbling up everything. That belt not be fast enough. Okay, see, we found more problems we need to solve. Alright, have miners. Yeah, have miners. Have belt, probably. Okay. So, these guys have 6 in for 3 out. We need to increase that by 1, 2, 3. Run that belt in there. We basically need to build another smelter block. That's the long and the short of it. Take that belt and that belt. Run that in now. Run that in now. And that should double their output. Up to 6. Up to 6. I should mention that. That'll double the output up to 6. Also want to burn off the rest of the oil. Anything else burnable? That's not really designed to be burnt, but sure! It has a fuel value of nothing. Pretty much. Okay, so that should hopefully fix that problem and get plastic back up and running. Okay, some problems sorted. Alright, back to this. So we now have green circuits. We also have little magnetic coils. You are running flat out. Can we? 1, 2, 3. Lack of item. I'll take a lack of item. Lack of item is not such a bad thing at all. And it looks like we're just short on blue sites, so we're just going to throw more labs at the problem. As long as you input into the same box with a power pole, it will also use the teleportation method to take turn that off. And then bring that back up so we can keep an eye on it. It should just teleport things straight up to the top box and spit it back out. Have I caused myself an issue? I don't know. Okay, this patch is dead. Actually, it literally just mined out whilst we're standing here. Awesome. So we can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. I can throw any ore I have inside that machine. I can get rid of that. There. Again, it's great when these patches die and you can do a little bit of a tidy up. We're going to go from there to... If I get rid of that, can we now... Excellent. We do a little bit of a tidy up there as well. And you know what? If I bring that through to there... Can I get rid of that power pole? I could, but everything would die. Can I put a power pole there and a power pole there? And put another one on there. Okay, now I'm not worried about the amount of magnetic coils we're making. Okay, so that's tidied up, that's tidied up. It does mean that this patch is still in my way. Okay, so another thing we had to fix up is we are making processors. Processors are great currently, we have heaps of them, but future-proofing ourselves, we need to... Information matrix is going to require processors. So I want to increase this. Now, this requires two things. Processors require the circuit boards. They also require the microcrystalline components. I have micro, and then processors. What we're going to do is we are going to kill that belt. There we go. There is another upgrade to the logistics drones. Bring that belt to there and into there. Run that belt out. Run that belt to there, basically squaring all this off now. So I can landfill that little section and go... Oh, you need an input as well. So we'll put an input up to there. And then we need to go... I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 machines currently. So let's put down 6 machines again. And we're so going to run out of power. Yep. Flying makes it worse. Okay, I need that box. We need that box for some emergency power. Yoink. And then what we'll actually do is dump the iron ore in there and there. What we'll actually do is we will go over to our box that should have hydrogen fuel rods in it now. And it should have a fair bit of them now. We've gone and tweaked and fixed and changed. And yeah, it has plenty of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks. Dump them in there. Let's burn that first, that second. And then we should be good on power for a while. Actually, let's take all of those and use the map view. Go back to here. We're going to grab 300 titanium? Sure. And throw 300... Nope. 300 titanium. You need 1 titanium for each one of those. So I should have 300 fuel thingamajiggy bobs when that's all said and done. Alright, back to these problems. We were processors. That's another thing I want to fix this episode. Okay, which looks like it's short on copper. So, first things first. Delete. Grab you guys, which don't have enough copper, but we can fix that by cutting that green circuit belt, extending that along, then dragging that to here. Yes. put in some power poles there, 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 and there. And we can see that, yes, we're obviously short on copper, but we can fix that by magic upgrade button. That's probably not what I wanted to do. Put that to there. Put that to there. Use more of the foundations. We want to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that belt now needs to go to there, to there, to... Please tell me you'll link up. Yeah, that looks like it links. That belt needs to go from there to there to there to there. That needs to hook up as well. And we just need some power poles generally thrown into the problem. There, there, and there. Okay, so if we upgrade that belt, and then I want you to prioritize going out that way. I'm going to upgrade that belt as well. So you're going to run all the copper microcrystalline components needs. You don't actually need copper, so let's just remove that belt. Okay, so you should get all the copper you need, and there's only the excess copper can then pass out this way and go over that build. It also means that this little patch of 250,000 should get burnt out even faster. Should. Is there anything else I want to try and squeeze into this episode? Labs are going good. Science is going great. Maybe... Maybe we can squeeze some more automation in this. No, I can't really till that goes away. Look, you know what? I think this is where we're going to call it for this episode. We got some stuff done. Not as much as I'd want, but we never do. Next thing I think we need to work on, because... Oh, no, actually, that's one thing I do want to do. Can I get one of those? No, I can't. Can I steal one of those and then get enough of these together to make one of those? This is one thing I do definitely want to get done. I want to put an interstellar tower once it finishes crafting. Okay, it's going to take a minute. With 50 drones and with 10 shippies, because this one's going to be important. I want to put you subject to change right there. And we're going to give you those and those. Where did the drones go? There they are. The vessels go. Okay, I want to bring in Graphene, because now it's in the robot network. We want to go local demand, and I need to run that belt in here. So it needs to come into this machine. I don't know. Yes, it needs to come into that machine, and it also needs to go to one other spot, which is, if I line things up, we don't have the tech, do we? We do have the tech. Okay, it also needs to come into Belt Spark 3. So I need to grab... It can just be a tier 1 belt. It doesn't have to be anything special. We want to grab that. It has to go... first off, I want a dead straight belts, because it's going to make my life easier. It's got to come to there. We're going to trim that back. Run you flat and then up. We're going to have you go... to that tile, up a tile, over to there-ish, back down to ground level, and then I should be able to have you, you input, we'll give you a power pole so you stop screaming at us, and we can now make assembler Mark IIs. Again, not something super critical yet. I don't really want to use them just yet because they have twice the power need for 25% extra production speed. So it's something I really want to hold off on, otherwise we just tank our power grid again. Remember, we started this episode with like 50% power load, 40% power load. It's increased a significant amount with just what I've built, not of which all of it's on. And on top of that, the extra towers we've put down, you know, just moving stuff around with the bots. They're not exactly energy efficient. But yes, we have graphene here, so I really need to make super magnetic rings. So that's probably going to be the first thing we're going to work on next episode, which requires... These are great. I love these things. If you've played Dyson Sphere, you probably hate these things as much as I do. They require electric motors, which requires, just to check, it requires iron plus iron with some iron with a touch of copper. Then you need electromagnetic turbines next, so you're going to need engines, 2 of which require iron, and a touch of copper, to then add to it a bit more iron with a touch of copper, to then go up to a super magnetic ring, which requires 2 of those, which required iron with a touch of copper. So you need more iron for the magnetic rings, plus you need a touch of coal, just for something different. But yeah, we need to have them automated, which are a giant pain, and luckily, with careful planning, I have left some iron, and a touch of copper with some coal. So this whole area here, we're going to be turning into super magnetic rings, because believe it or not, for a lot of high-tech stuff, they're used quite extensively. But with all that said, this is where we're going to end today's episode. We got a lot done. We got a lot of research done. In fact, we have enough research that I need to add that one. Thank you. And add that one. And that's as far as we can go. So with those added and those completed, we can now unlock that which we've built, that which we haven't built, and that which we haven't built either. But, you know, we can build these up fairly quickly. We just need the things that we've already built, plus the plastic, plus we need to have silicon that we've smelted once and then smelted twice. And we need the processors, which we've already built and we've just upgraded. So, with all that said, this is where we're going to end today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you enjoyed. As always, like we're 8 episodes in. We're into our 2nd week worth of runtime. If you haven't subscribed already, you probably should do so by now. You know, help out a fellow mate. Hit the subscribe button. It helps out with the algorithm at the same time. And at the same time, no, we haven't had any superhero landings in this episode. We didn't go off-world. So, with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next episode. All right, bye.